With such constrained operability due to layer and unit pools, this conventional Chinese faction in squad offers a niche but powerful amphibious option to counter armored threats. For this video, I will provide an overview of the People's Liberation Army Amphibious Ground Forces, then weigh the faction's pros and cons to determine their overall practical strength. PLA Ground Force Amphibious Assault Brigades are types of combined arms brigades formed within the People's Liberation Army Ground Force, the land warfare branch of the PLA. In reality, they are not a separate branch of service, but operational units subordinated to the PLA Ground Forces Combined Corps. In-game, PLA Amphibious Ground Forces are distinguished by their use of either arid, desert, or universal digital camouflage, named Type 7, for uniform pattern, and desert or woodland digital vehicle paint, respectively. In terms of map variety, Chinese Amphibious Ground Forces are very limited, as the team is restricted to just 6 available maps, layers with large amphibious features. Being a member of the Pack Alliance, the faction can oppose units from the Blue 4, Independent, and Red 4 alliances. For unit variety, the PLA-AGF is currently weak, as the team is limited to just 4 available unit types: Armored, Combined Arms, Mechanized, and Amphibious Assault. Their default unit deploys 1 ZTZ main battle tank, 1 ZTD tracked mobile gun system, 2 ZBD tracked IFVs, and 2 ZSD tracked APCs, in addition to standard boats, logistics, and transport assets. PLA Ground Force Amphibious Assault Brigades have 1 pro derived from their infantry's combat effectiveness. The Chinese PF-98 rocket launcher is the only heavy anti-tank launcher in-game to feature a laser rangefinder, which when used correctly to measure accurate distances can simplify hitting targets beyond 1,000 meters away. In addition to this pro, the faction does have advantages in terms of vehicle effectiveness. First, the majority of their assets having amphibious capabilities means they are able to outmaneuver opponents that lack littoral traversable equipment. Second, the team's armored unit is very strong as it deploys 2 ZTZ main battle tanks, traditional tracked armored tanks that feature mobile ATGM capabilities, as well as 2 ZTD mobile gun systems, powerful amphibious tank destroyers that boast high speeds in water. Third, in terms of aerial delivery of PLA Amphibious Ground Forces and logistics, their access to the Chinese Z-8G helicopter, which features an impressive 27-passenger capacity for large-scale objective area insertion and extraction. Lastly, also relating to the mobilization of infantry, their units deploy the Chinese CTM-131 transport truck, the only troop transport vehicle in-game to feature a dual cabin for 5 passengers and an open-top mounted heavy machine gun, meaning forces are considered safer and more readily armed whilst moving large groups across the battlefield. The cons and disadvantages against the PLA-AGF are based on hindrances of vehicle limitations. First, the faction lacks any wheeled IFVs or APCs, which eliminates the application of high-speed motorized tactics. Second, friendly aerial fire support is rendered impossible since the Z-8G helicopter does not feature mounted machine guns to assist in airborne assaults. Keeping these characteristics in mind, implementing effective strategy specific to the PLA Ground Force Amphibious Brigades results in maximization of the team's strength. In terms of ideal operating environment, the units are most concealed in near-shore areas and environments where rocks and urban structures meet due to universal and biome-specific digital uniform and vehicle paint. Next, their use of range-finding launchers for heavy anti-tank armament bolsters infantry anti-tank potential. Lastly, the faction finds strength in exercising mechanized strategies by maximizing the synergistic relationship between available amphibious tracked IFVs and the capabilities of main battle tanks and mobile gun systems.